In 1945, 2 atomic bombs were dropped on Japan, thus ending World War II. One might ask many questions about this event and what led up to it. But to fully understand the atomic bomb and what it stood for, one must trace the bomb to its roots. The atomic bomb was created by the United States in secrecy in what was known as the Manhattan Project.
Scientists labored on the bomb for years under extreme pressure caused by harsh opposition. The people involved in the project ranged from the highest of generals to the common worker. Everyone, it seemed, had a part in making the bomb. Really, though, there was more to the project than just the definition might show. There were many different aspects of the project. The 3 most important being the hardships the project faced, how it came to be, and who was directly involved. To begin, the Manhattan Project had to overcome great adversity in order to be successful. One of the many problems the project faced was the lack of money. Overall, it costed $2 billion to run the project. And although they did apparently get the money, sometimes it was long in coming. Grants were issued by Roosevelt and Truman, and luckily, they were often enough. Another problem the project faced was constant worry that either Japan, Russia, or Germany would get the bomb first. In Tokyo, Yoshio Nishina was the leading scientist who came awfully close to beating America to the punch. In Germany, Werner Heisenberg scared and frustrated Americans who were convinced that his country would obtain the bomb first. Yet, perhaps the most frightening of all was Klaus Fuchs, who had the access to every secret the Manhattan Project had to offer, and who was a Soviet spy. Luckily, despite constant threat and worry, the United States got the A-bomb first. The bomb itself and the ideas behind it date years back before it was dropped on Japan. The Manhattan Engineer District of the Corps of Engineers was the formal name of the Manhattan Project. The first major advances of the project occurred in 1940 when funds were first received for research. Further funds later came in advancing the project more and more. Much of the early research was done at Columbia University in New York. In December of 1942, a major step in the advancement of the atomic bomb happened when a chain reaction was created and controlled in the reactor of the University of Chicago. After that, more funds were obtained, and huge plants were constructed in Los Alamos, New Mexico. In May of 1943, the Manhattan Project took over all work on the atomic bomb. Then shortly after the war, in 1946, the Manhattan Project was turned over to the Atomic Energy Commission. Obviously, the project took some time to perfect, and there were many important men involved. Leo Szilard was the first to believe an atomic bomb possible. He convinced his mentor and friend Albert Einstein to write a letter to Franklin Delano Roosevelt concerning the advent of the A-bomb. It was Einstein's reputation that caught Roosevelt's eye, thus provoking him to supply desperately needed cash to the project. Another important player in the early stages of the project and a leader of research was Enrico Fermi. He succeeded in producing the first man-made chain reaction. The man with controlling authority over the Manhattan Project was General Leslie R. Groves of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Yet despite Groves' controlling authority, he was not the one known as the man behind the bomb. That was J. Robert Oppenheimer. In fact, it was his stature that encouraged many scientists to drop out of sight so they could work on the project. Oppenheimer was the director of operations and a leading physicist with the project. Yet oddly, Oppenheimer had this to say about the project he worked so hard on. This is a weapon which has no military significance. It will make a very big bang, but is not a weapon which is useful in war. Although Oppenheimer may have thought the bomb insignificant, it didn't stop him and others from successfully creating a weapon capable of unparalleled destruction. In conclusion, the Manhattan Project had many different aspects and was more than just responsible for the atomic bomb. The project conquered great adversity time and time again. It was a project long in the making, and it involved many important people. It is even probable that without the Manhattan Project, the Americans wouldn't have won World War II. Well, I hope this has been educational for you. Now, when you go home tonight, or if you're at home already, ask your parents what they know about the Manhattan Project, or even if they know what it is. And you'll probably be amazed to know that not even your parents know that the Manhattan Project was responsible for the atomic bomb. Then you can show them how smart you are and tell them that you know what it is and that you're superior to them. Well, thank you, and have a nice day.